So in this question, we want to know what is the mass of one atom of the element hydrogen. And if you want to know the mass of an element or a molecule, you want to think of this equation. And that is that the moles is going to be equal to the amount in grams divided by the molar mass. And so if we know the number of moles that's within one atom, we can use this equation right here and we can solve for the amount in grams. And so what we do have is this one atom here. And we know from Avogadro's number, we know that 1 mole of anything is going to be equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power. And that's going to be atoms, or it can also be molecules. It can be really anything that you want, but in chemistry terms, we're going to think about atoms or molecules. And because we have one atom of this element, we're not going to have molecules as part of this constant right here. We have atoms here, and that's going to match atoms here, so we're not going to use molecules in this case. And so what we can do is say that we have one atom of hydrogen, and that's going to be what we're given. And what we're going to do is we want to convert this to moles. So I want to put moles up there, and I'll put atoms down here. And from Avogadro's number, we know that we have 1 mole here. That's going to be 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power. And so what we can do is the atoms here and atoms here will cancel out, and then we'll do 1 times 1, and then we'll divide it by this number here, which is Avogadro's number. And when we do that, we're going to get 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 power, and that's going to be moles of hydrogen. And so now that we know the number of moles of hydrogen that's in this one atom here, we can take this number and put it in this equation here, and we can solve this for the grams. And this number here, the molar mass, so just comes from the periodic table. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to be 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 power, and that's going to be the moles, and that's going to equal the amount in grams we don't know, so I'll put G here. And then we have the molar mass of hydrogen, and if you go to the periodic table and look up hydrogen, it's going to look something kind of like this. We got H here, and there's a 1 and then a 1, and so we're going to use that number right there. That it's usually that bottom number. Sometimes they might put in different locations, but a lot of periodic tables now, they have the average atomic masses on the bottom right here. So we're going to do 1 right there, and so that's going to be a 1 there. And so when we do this equation by multiplying both sides by 1, we're going to get the amount in grams. That's going to be the grams of hydrogen. It's going to be 1.66 times 10 to the negative 24 power, and that's going to be the answer right in here. So this will be the answer for this question.